Hi, my name is Gabrielle de Puente and I work in the arts, like ish. I have two jobs. I run Output Gallery in Liverpool and I also run a website with my friend called The White Cube where we've been writing about exhibitions for years and years and it's been very fun, but then, lockdown happened and all the galleries closed and I had to figure out what else to write about because I had a job to do. But it was interesting because I ended up turning my attention to the art I still had access to, which happened to be something that I've loved since childhood and something that actually I might have more words for compared to art. And I hadn't realised until now. That is, I started to review games instead, and it's been a fun challenge to try and write around something that's multi-dimensional. It's also I also had this realization that I think there's more happiness around gaming, like around specific games, but also the culture of gaming. Like there's a certain love that comes through in like fan culture and conventions and like YouTube channels with 7 hour long videos dissecting lore, explaining an ending of something. It's great. And I think one of the ways like this love comes through most clearly is in people coming forward and announcing like their game of the year as if they specifically are an awarding body. I think it's really sweet. I love it. Like I had never heard this phrase used before until like I stepped over into game world, and now I don't know, I just think it's like the nicest thing ever that people will, want to give thanks to something that has given them a lot of enjoyment or has just mattered to them for a ton of different reasons. If I step back and look over my 2020, like a lot of different things have happened. I was living with my nan and I was learning to take care of her. I was learning to take care of the garden outside, so she had something nice to look at out the window. And I was doing that because my granddad had died 2 years ago and no one else had looked after it, and I was just trying to fix it all up. And at the same time, I played Matasioni, and I think like between the family, the flowers, and the care, it felt like almost spooky. Like this game knew something about me. Like it was fate, or I don't know, it just captured something that was going on, and it really surprised me, and it felt really nice to play that. Obviously, I mean, Animal Crossing has meant a lot and done a lot. I could use it to like wean myself off the news and could visit family members. Like there was a moment where my sister had graduated from her firefighting training academy, but all of the celebrations got cancelled and we couldn't even see her obviously. And at the same time I found like an in-game firefighting outfit in Animal Crossing and could visit her island and drop it off outside her house, and it was really nice. It felt like a special thing to do. And like the opposite end of that spectrum is I played a lot of Call of Duty with my fiance because we couldn't see each other, and it was really nice to like have this sort of frenzy space where we could like be a bit mad together because we had this barrier and all this like frustration between us because we couldn't even hang out, just running around shipment like over and over again all day. But yeah, that was special as well. If I had to give my game of the year, I don't know why I keep doing this, game of the year feels special. It's Death Stranding. It's got to be Death Stranding. I know it didn't come out this year, but I think it grew into itself this year, so let me have it. It's a game that came out November 2019, but predicted so much of what would go on to happen for us. It feels special in that way because it's almost like, the way the Simpsons seems to just like magically know what's going to happen in the world. Like, how do they get so much right? It's a game that has left me feeling really prepared for whatever is going to happen in life. And I think the best way I can explain that is I had CBT a few years ago with a therapist who like dared me to turn my anxieties into challenges so that they would become things I could beat. And 2020 is in this game, like Death Stranding is 2020 made into a game I can beat, and that feels amazing. That feels like really powerful, and that has helped me through all of its like gorgeous, horrible, gruesome art, like process what's gone on and accept what's gone on. And yeah, I feel like I've taken a bit of power back from it or something, and I can't believe that a game has helped me do that. So it can have my game of the year. I feel like I should put like a little trophy in a cargo container and just start walking to Japan to give it to Kojima Productions. And do you know what, maybe if I started walking now, by the time I got there, the pandemic would be over. We'll see, fingers crossed. Otherwise I'll just say it over the internet and they'll never hear me. But happy game of the year, Death Stranding, and thank you for everything in this game. I think it's really special. Okay, that's my game of the year. Let me know what yours is. Bye.
We'll never forget you. Thank you.